The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship Weekend. Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the divisional round finale. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. And they come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Williams from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. Into the hands of Pickens. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. He brings it in. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Quarterbacks quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, and there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. For the extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Jackson now to return it. Showing a little burst so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Play fake. Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now run here with Blake Corum. There's the intensity we expected in playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Jackson to throw it. He puts some juice on a deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. To the line and set. Here we go. First down.
First and 10 at the 24.
Corum straight ahead. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down run by Corum. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Jackson now on 3rd. Got his man. Watkins has it. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. Each round of the playoffs, Brock, getting some early points becomes more and more important. And they're on the board here in the divisional round.
Pretty tricky round for a lot of teams to get through, which makes some early momentum, to your point, all the more valuable. They're doing all they can to avoid getting tripped up before that conference title affair.
Tying this game up, they're all set to center away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And before he can get back to the line, they send him out. So they're going to lose a yard on that first down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Working from the gun, Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Third down, here's Williams. Short pass brought in. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
12 yards. And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Vegas!
First down, Williams. He finds Pickens left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Yeah, it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Falcon first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
To the air yet again, Williams. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Quick to the left, it's caught. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. That's a pickup of 9. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38. First down, and Williams to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now it's second down.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Throwing again on second, Williams. It is caught left side. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, third down. That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. We'll go with a design keeper. Williams here, that ball's out. But it looked like the Falcons swooped in and got to that football. Yes, they recovered. They're keeping possession. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. That's Pickens with a catch outright. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a second quarter lead. George Pickens the touchdown. The extra point, here's Smith. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 7.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Here's Chimere DK on the return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
At their own 26-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground, Kuro. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Headed out right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. But that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. They're going for this. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
First down throw by Williams. Completed here to Pickens. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Flying down the middle with Henry. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Williams set to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 13-point lead. The extra point, here's Smith. extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons double their lead to 14.
Commanders 7.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Now on the return, here's DK. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
DK on the return. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Rolling left, buying some time. He's keeping it. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Behind Diablo there on the tackle.
Positive of that effort. You didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. You got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Here's Lamar. He finds Johnston. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A give to Coral. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the back of the defense.
They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Washington Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now. And he's tackled for a 4th gain.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. They were Johnny on the spot.
At the 12-yard line.
2nd down now. They need 7. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Forced out to his right. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. David Njoku, the touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. In the words of Pete Carroll resume, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
This one is up and good. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. It's Henry on the counter. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Sunday Night Primetime on the other side. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Williams from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
There's no question, Kate, with the big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Pass pulled in by Henry. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Strong running inside the 30. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Short pass brought in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Williams off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrives at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9, now 9 is what they need on 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 10.
From the gun, a run for Henry. They'll take this only to about the 11 before going down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Vegas! Punch first!
Here's Williams. Chased out to his right. Ball is caught. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Finding Johnson once more. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons will add to their lead at the end of the half. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. For the extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons double their lead to 14.
Commanders 14.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Lamar out of the pistol. Rolling out to his left. Now he's throwing deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime. 1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Aubrey puts it through. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting the 3rd with Corum. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Jackson to throw it. Getting out to his left. He can run it. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. See how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Lamar off the play fake. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. He's looking for Jordan Watkins that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
13. Sit hot. 180. Me.
They'll get to Corum on the option. Ooh, awful close to that line to gain. Stopped over made it the 46. 3rd down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And And he's able to get this down to the 36. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
That's good for a Washington first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Lamar on the offense staying out there, Brock. They're trying for 2.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he's got a man open, complete! And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he only gets a couple before going out of bounds, Brock. So second down coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Off the play fake, Williams. He rolls to his right. He takes it himself. And Williams is going to get them the first down with a slide at the end of it.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
First down, Williams. And the Commanders' rush brings him down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Now Williams. Into the hands of Pickett. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he's got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, first and 10. Here's Henry running left. He doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Wanasanker in from the secondary, making that stop.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Working from the gun, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. Still has some space inside the 35. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Gets it to the 15. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
For the extra point, here's Smith. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons push the lead up to 12. Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
180.
They go play fake with Jackson. He's throwing deep to the left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was David Njoku. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
180.
Throwing again is Lamar. Flushed out of the pocket. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Falcons get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception is so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Falcons have the ball and the lead. Only 1 quarter from advancing in the postseason. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Running once more with Henry. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that second down run.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Filthy.
Putting the tight end in motion. 3rd and 2. Williams. On him quick, and they bring him down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack. The Falcons calling the field goal team's number this time. This from 48 on the left hash. Smith able to put it through. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
Those 3 points make a comeback that much more difficult. Now 2 touchdowns got to be scored. And that 2-point conversion, that's a job really well done.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Starting from the 5. Things going well so far. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
They're run on 1st down with Corum. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Buying some time right. He's running with it. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Nice hot.
In the red zone now. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
All right, going to get a two-point try here. Brock Jackson gets his offense lined up. And that pass is caught. They get the 2 points and a little drama now. We've got ourselves a one-score ball game. No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the two-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot, and who knows? Maybe we'll have a two-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. They give right side to Henry. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
To throw, Williams. He finds Pickens left side. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Falcons go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 3rd total score this game.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
The kicker gets it. Oh, looks like he's going to throw it. And they were all over this one. They stopped him short, and the fake failed. Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Yo. I'm ready.
Now Jackson off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
behind the line of scrimmage.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball. And they finally pick up a much-needed...
He's in trouble and gets blocked out again. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Brings up third down.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders trailing by 13.
DC ready?
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on third?
Yeah. Hey, report.
Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. Throw right side, caught by Njoku. And they're going to catch him right as he gets this to the 30. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's good for a Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Couldn't find a completion on first down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Chimere Dike, the one he was looking for. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Now to throw. Buying some time left. Got his man. Watkins has it. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
First down throw for Jackson. On the move, headed right. Throwing the out route complete. He's able to cross midfield before going out.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Hey, middle.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. Has it downfield, working the left. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Lamar throwing again. Buys time, rolling right. Trying to push deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Yeah.
Jackson's gonna throw again. Escapes out to the left. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Martin Emerson with the pick. And the Falcons will have it shy of their own 30 after that tackle. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. First play is a design run. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. This play goes for 36. And that's a Falcon first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's second down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Going deep here for the end zone. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Henry, he can't quite pass that line. They stop him at the 3. So we'll take a pause for the injury, and that looks like Derrick Henry, who's in need of some assistance out there. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
What is up? Biggie Angels! Biggie Angels! Biggie Angels! Pass! Pablo! Park Spurs!
You're going to pass it here. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Danny Stutzman comes up with it. And the Commanders will gain possession up beyond their own 20 after a nice return.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
On 1st down, Jackson headed out right. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know, it looked like things fell apart a little bit as he left the pocket, just not on the same page with his targets as they adjusted their routes. And that's really what led to the incompletion.
Throwing again here on 2nd and 10. Jackson. He got it along the sideline, but just couldn't bring it in within the field of play. That's incomplete. We've got 3rd down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
Throwing now. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Phillips.
Yeah, I get it. Trying to add further juice and momentum. Throw that hammer, throw that uppercut early. That hubris was their downfall as it sends them now right back to the sideline.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He put everything he had into this one. He's got it inside the 25. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 3-score game in the 4th.